Well, Nevada has a long history of railroads.
I love this story, and that history is on display in the town of Ely. KOLO 8 News Now's Ben Deach takes us to the Northern Nevada Railway Museum in the latest edition of Silver State Sights.
Well, so much of Nevada's history centers around mining, and with mining comes the steam engines that carried the material found in them. One state-of-the-art technology, and now a historical reminder of how the state got to where it is now.
The railroads played a vital role in the development of our country and this area.
When this railway was built, no one would have ever thought that would one day become a tourist attraction.
I'm not a big train fan, but I am now. I mean, it was amazing. They've got engines, steam engines built in 1910.
The railroad is a testament to a time where we as a country went completely across the continent.
Mark Bassett is the president of the Nevada Northern Railway Foundation, named for the tracks built back in 1905 with a specific purpose.
At the turn of the last century, there are two inventions everyone wants: the electric light and the telephone. Every electric circuit, 2 copper wires. Every telephone circuit, 2 copper wires.
That demand for copper led to the creation of the railroad, initially extending 7 miles from Ely to the small town of Ruth, where the bulk of the area's copper could be found. But the railroad lasted for years after that.
The railroad shut down in 1983. It was given to the community and the Railroad Foundation in 1984, and in 1987 we had reconditioned the track, reconditioned locomotive 40, and have been offering excursion trips ever since.
The Railroad Museum also offers a more interactive experience. Bassett says they are most known for their engineer program, where customers can actually operate a train themselves.
That's a 14-mile trip with you up in the seat, pulling the throttle and blowing the whistle.
Well, the caboose, as you see right here, one of the more well-known parts of these old type of trains, was the part of the train where the crew had their offices. Now it's being used a little bit differently here in Ely. If you want to come take a step back in time, you can actually stay a night aboard the caboose here, something that I'm told plenty of people do on a regular basis.
This one is very historic and very original.
Jerry and Linda Settle visited the museum from Boise and appreciate the history on display.
Even though railroads aren't as used as often now for just general travel, it still has a huge impact on just travel and commerce every day now, and I think people tend to forget about that.
Now, the railway itself ultimately extended about 140 miles north all the way to Cobra, Nevada, which is now a ghost town. And as far as the museum, the depot building was used for scenes in the 2001 film Rat Race, and the depot was also referenced in a 2017 episode of The Big Bang Theory.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. Interesting report. Well,